call it back to order. Yes, it's hard to go in and out of agenda items, so. Let's see. We have a flag.
Really?
Pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Weren't we that twice because it was tabled last time?
Oh, we can make up for this. I just couldn't pretend. Okay, approval amendment of meeting agenda items.
Yes, per our conversation, we're moving 11.2 from our ADA and staff handbook. Principal orders asked them to do that and bring it back to the next meeting. So.
Okay. And the policy and the removal of policy KGB.
Yeah.
Do we just do that before we approve the consent agenda? Is that where that? So you don't forget. So do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Approval of minutes.
I move that we approve the minutes for August 8th, 2016 as presented.
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Correspondence.
I have no, Madam Chair.
Public comment. Public. Reports, facilities update.
Well, based on the hay playground, I talked to Mr. Damath the other day, even today, and it's about a week and a half ahead of schedule. So irrigation is in, the base surface is laid, and we foresee the turf coming in on August 30th through September 1st in that time range. So good news on that. It's moving along. Sorry if you don't let you jump on that one.
This one?
Yeah.
The town approved the permit, or their side of the permit for the net and poles that go up down here on this end. And then I didn't make it there today to pick it up and take it over to the county. So it just needs to be. It's kind of been, they're trying to get it where it's not so soggy.
Sorry,
It's pretty soggy, the drainage is not quite right on it. And so we're trying to adjust the water.
We will get games on it, really sure. Then the scoreboard's that one too, so. Surprise Valley will come in and put poles up to put the scoreboard and the big net up, so I was very appreciative of that.
Do we have a schedule?
I'm waiting on that. I don't want to start,
But we have.
we have the town side. We had to get approval from the town first. And then it can go to the county. We had some more hoops to jump through.
Is that it?
Think so. Yeah.
Well, phones are a disaster, as everybody has figured out. We're really close to having the new ones put in. The goal is before school starts. We might be having a little bit of work done as school gets started. And phones are hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's just,
Have people figured out a way to contact, I mean, email or have we had anyone really upset with us?
Rebecca, we put out a thing to communication system the other day, and I did add my own slant as far as contact me if you have any concerns too about my personal cell phone number on there.
But have you had?
Nobody's called me yet,
Okay.
so.
Probably not, I mean,
my panic will be on the first day of school.
right.
Which I've made it very clear to Basin Telecom that I have to have full functionality on the first day of school, so that's 2 weeks away, so.
But I've been in buildings, they are out there and they are working hard, so I'm pretty excited about it. It's a downer right now that the old phones are not 100%. At the same time, I'm excited about the new phones coming in. It's really going to address that safety concern that our staff have had as far as being able to make contact and communicate in the event of an emergency or an active shooter situation. So that will, I think that will give great calm to our staff in that regard, especially.
Is there any question?
In the past, have you guys had a key contact list?
The key communicator thing, yeah.
It's been an email, right? Okay. Building principal reports.
Well, Mrs. Warner, as you can see, is not here this evening. She submitted a written report to you. And then Mr. Hamilton, of course, is here, so we will anxiously wait what he has to say here, so you're on.
Before you do
Go
that
ahead.
though, there was something in her report. So I just wanted to read that Mrs. Warner said the custodial staff also should be commended for their efforts. The buildings are looking great. So
Fantastic.
I
Yeah.
totally second.
I would like to,
They've done,
And
Make sure we get that
they
out.
got to do some extra things this year. We actually got them some wax that works, or remover that works.
Oh.
Instead of taking 3 days to strip something, they've been able to strip it in no time flat and get the wax back, put back on. We had, Tina's always really quick at Fremont, and Mark had taken a couple weeks off, but we sent Pat over to help him out, and while he was gone, so it's been a lot of community effort between the three of them, and even over to the high school.
I think, Mrs. Warner left something kind of critical on her report that I'll chime in on here. Mr. Nash, through the ESD, received this pre-K kindergarten grant. It's only something as usual. The amount of money that comes into Lake County is about, this much. We actually need this much. But we pondered and pondered and pondered what to do with that money, how the best bang for the buck to serve as far as serving the pre-K population. And Bob Nash learned of these things called kindergarten camps across the state of Oregon. And basically what they do, the student population they serve are those children who have not had a preschool experience, that work at Head Start and had no preschool experience. So we decided to go ahead and do the kindergarten camp. It was over the last 2 weeks, 4 hours each, or 4 days each week, 4 hours each day. We had meal service, we had bus transportation. Other than the transportation piece, the ESD picked up the whole thing. And we identified the children through kindergarten roundup, and assessed the needs as far as what children would be, enrolled in the program through that. We had 25 kindergartners and 2 teachers, and rave reviews from both parents and the teachers alike as far as really getting this little group of 25 all prepared and ready to go for the first week. I mean, there's just so many critical factors like learning which bus to get on, how to get on a bus, what the bus rules are, how to line up, basically sit in your seat in the classroom, playground rules. So there's really, and then just some basic, academic pieces, a little bit of maths, some reading, recognizing letters and colors. And so I guess the long and short of it is we were very happy, Mrs. Warner was very happy too with the outcome. And Mr. Nash believes there will probably be more money next year for us to do again. So, for being all the years down there, there was a population of kindergartners, it was a little bit of an adjustment period, and I think this kindergarten camp was just a wonderful avenue to get them indoctrinated and adjusted into the daily classroom grind.
Could make that first day and the first week better.
I really think it will be, yeah. So there's that report. I think it was a huge success. It went very well.
Is that about half of our kindergartners?
I'll tell you, the count on kindergartens now is rolling up around 58, 57 or 58 is the news Mrs. Warner gave me today. This is a very large class coming in right now. And, this is not firm counts, but, I believe 10 are going to go to Union School, and we're looking at probably anywhere from 26 to 27 in those two separate programs. So, yeah. So. Student populations ebb and flow from year to year. It's just interesting.
Okay, Mr. Hammond.
Well, registration is kind of wrapped up, and some numbers we're looking at, projected numbers, are about 246 in the high school, 107 in the middle school. Obviously, those are going to change a little bit. We had about, from our projections, about 40 or 45 kids that still haven't registered, so we anticipate to see them come in here in the next week or two. We ended up having 16 new students so far. We have had a few leave, but I think overall we're gonna gain a couple kids. It looks like right now.
What was your high school number last year?
I can't remember off the top of my head. We were
11 at the.
Huh?
111 at the DMS, and I want to say it was 246.
Yeah, it was real similar. But those numbers I gave you are not reflective of those 16 new students. So they're not exactly. We got to see kind of how that fleshes out. But let's see what else. The new registration, the online stuff. And the folks that Emma made sure and talked to a lot of folks as they came through, and the vast majority really liked that new online. I know it took a little time initially, and there were some snafus with some telephone numbers and things like that with dashes and stuff that was a little bit frustrating for folks, but by and large, people really liked the new system, and they really appreciated the ability to pay electronically for a fee. So that was really nice.
But you had to go in to pay.
Yeah. You could register at home and then just go and pay your fees, pick up schedule, and you're out of there. Yeah. So, but we had a computer lab open for folks that didn't, because the link, there was snafu getting that info out. I'm not sure what happened there, but we had the computer lab open for folks to come in already. They just click on that link and register right there, go to the office, pay, and then get their schedule there.
The same system you'll be using next year.
Yeah.
I was in the minority, I think.
Okay.
You at least knew the registration.
And why? What was the?
For me, just having multiple kids in the same school, none of the standard information remained the same.
Oh, okay.
It disappeared.
Right.
And I had to do it all the same for the
I
next
gotcha.
child. If there's some way to log in, put your information in, and you can
Absolutely.
Just populate the kid-specific
Yeah.
couple things.
Yeah.
And then another thing that was kind of frustrating is the things that said optional. You hit submit, and it wouldn't let you submit it unless you filled that in.
Even though it said
really,
optional?
yeah.
Like the
Okay.
social security number, the last four.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Okay.
one.
Well, that's good feedback because
Or
they're.
it was the password for internet.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Just minor things.
Well, I think next year, Dustin, my understanding is that next year, that's all, this is a one-time, you enter that stuff one time, and unless something changes, it should be there, is my understanding of how that program's gonna work.
I thought that's what Emma said,
Yeah.
next year they'd be pre-filled like
Right.
they are when we did it by hand.
That's the,
Usually you get it filled out already.
so,
I know, I should,
but yeah, that's
I
valid.
just don't think I'm the only one who keep the kids from.
Yeah.
she did say though, it was a work in progress.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Excited that it was,
And
so.
we knew going in that, you know, anytime you implement something like that, there's gonna be some hiccups. And we knew that, and Emma did a fantastic job handling that and working around those things, and I think by and large, it went well and was a success, so.
Just excited about
Um,
debit card machine too.
Yeah. The custodial staff at our building as well, just the building looks great. They, you know, excited to get going. They not only got the building ready, but we had some room changes with folks moving around a little bit, and so they got those folks moved around and classes are put together, and we're seeing teachers in the building a lot now, and it's starting to become a busy place. Some of our important dates coming up, you know, the orientation day, the 6th, is a school day for us. Same as it has been the last 3 years. We'll go middle school in the morning, and then high school drop-in for parents and high school kids in the afternoon. The same format it has been the last couple of years. And then the 7th will be everybody from the get-go, right off the bat. Another important date, fall sports kickoff, home events Thursday. And we got our first home volleyball game Thursday night, and we got another home volleyball game next week, I believe. So we're summer's over. We're going.
I have gotten a question about homecoming.
Okay.
And so, I don't know if you can answer it as to why it's not on the last home game. I know we only have 3 home games, right?
Yep.
So not a huge amount to choose from,
Mhm.
but
Without a calendar, we set that last year at the end of the school year. Without a calendar in front of me to answer that, Mike, we got to look at all the events, and if all of our sports, if most of our sports are gone that week or whatever, it doesn't make for a great. So it's early, and they've been in. The kids those ASB kids have been in all week, and they're doing a great job of getting that planned. And they got some cool events that they're going to do, but it is early, and so I
well, it's the first home game rather than the last home game.
right.
So,
It all boils down to calendar and things that are going on, and that without it in front of me, I don't know
I think the
exactly.
last game is senior night. The last
It
game
is,
is
yeah,
always senior
it
night.
is.
right.
But-
And we have had it out on Facebook already so that.
Oh, yeah, no,
people
I
would
got
be aware
a
of it.
flyer. I just haven't been able to say why,
Yeah.
so.
Well, in the 3 games, first of all, the schedule's not balanced. There's only 3 home games, and that's a bit of that poses some problems.
Right.
Deciding that, and part of the game, the issue there was we don't have that 4th home game because we don't have that Fair Week game, and that game was to be the home game. So that's why there's an imbalance and why there's only 3 home games. So it was tricky to find that thing the time that worked the best. And in terms of all of our students, that was the game that worked the best. So,
Did you mention that next year doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have 5 home games?
right? No.
We have to find new players.
Some of them, yeah, we won't. I mean, we're in a 2-year deal, I believe Pleasant Hill, this is, I don't know how that's gonna look, because it's kind of an odd way our schedule worked because next year's the last year of the time block. Usually you schedule in 2-year, home and away. And so because we had some changes with Vail and Nissa were on our schedule, we had to find that odd year game, which ended up being Pleasant Hill. And so we'll be 4-4 is what the hope is. If we're playing 8 games, we'll be more balanced, but that's still to be determined. So, any other questions from the high school, middle school? Okay.
Thank you. Old business.
Yes, we have finalized staff in-service schedule there for your viewing. Yeah, a thing or two changed, but not much in it. Monday, I'll just kind of hit the high points. Monday, we'll have the kickoff, and we're going to be announcing here in a bit the board breakfast cooking thing Monday morning at 6:30. So it was fun. And we'll start off the district kickoff breakfast event. I'll get up and do welcome introductions. If you folks are still around there, I'll be happy to introduce you to the teachers and staff. Mr. Nash is going to get up to introduce his ESD crew. So from, let's 8:15, I guess, is what we cut the hole in the notebook here. To 10:15, we're going to have a number of things, which includes Patty Mills and Kelly Helm will present all the information related to AFLAC, wage works, and so on. Mrs. Hargis is going to do TSPC update, FMLA, OFLA, excuse me. Mrs. Chavez will do the mandatory child abuse reporting, bloodborne pathogens, and Mrs. Chavez and Mrs. Stinter will debrief on the first aid CPR schedule. At the union meeting, LHSD and the staff meeting, and then some things affiliated with the elementary related to paraprofessional training and kindergarten assessment training. That afternoon down here, we will do something new. We are not doing the insurance piece down here in the district office that afternoon. The district office staff is going to do the new employee orientation down here from 12:30 to 3:30. So that's the first day. Tuesday, the big news item that day, Mrs. Warner secured a teacher with a lot of expertise in mathematics, math training, math education. The gentleman by the name of Steve Whitewarning from Ontario School District. So he will be training the elementary staff that day. Then we will have some designated time for secondary employees to come down and do their insurance. Mr. Hamilton scheduled LHS TMS Avid meeting. The bus driver safety meeting that afternoon, and we'll do the CPR, the practical training piece with Mrs. Stinter that afternoon. Wednesday, the CPI, I should have did my homework and have that acronym fully after this evening, but that's related to training all the special education staff on restraint training with special education children. There are instances where occasionally you may have to restrain a student, so you have to go through this extensive restraint training in order to, be certified and, from a liability standpoint, protect your district. Thursday, more of the CPI training, some minibus training, and basically an open day for teachers to be in their rooms preparing for their year. So that's the in-service schedule. So anyway, we look forward to getting off and running next week and getting back in the scheme of things again. Questions? That's it, board. Thank you.
So you'd like us there Monday morning?
6:30 at the cafeteria, high school cafeteria.
And then try to be there for introductions.
Yeah.
You got eggs.
So I want pancakes.
You mentioned it at the last meeting, but I think Rebecca, you're gonna go over Facebook or something?
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Questions?
New business. DMS LHS staff.
Yeah, there's a list, on page 43 you'll see the kind of the list of revisions. There really aren't any other than just general housekeeping stuff. Page 3, we updated names to reflect changes in staffing in the contact list. Page 5, we had to update due dates for grades, record keeping, progress reports, all that stuff, just updated it to match our calendar this year when progress reports are going to be due. Page 10, we updated faculty assignments, basically just our new staff for advisory, or well, what we call SWAT, updated those, so those were correct. And then page 15 had some language that staff meetings would take place on, I believe, the first Thursday of the month or something. I changed that to reflect our staff meetings when those will be held. And that's it. That's the only changes there was for now this year.
This was in the- We got what it was changing, but we didn't have the changes. At least I didn't, or I didn't see them.
The actual changes?
Yeah, the example of the changed part.
Oh, I didn't include that, 'cause I just changed the names to reflect our new staffing, so I didn't.
We can see it now, yeah.
Oh, I know.
We just ahead of time usually. You have any questions about this? Backwards, I should have a motion first.
So being new, does the school district have a website?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we have.
Function and get, you can go there and get most all this.
Mhm.
So
Yep,
it's all on there.
yep.
So I need to venture out.
Do you have a motion?
I move that we approve the changes to the 2016-17 DMS LHS staff handbook as presented.
Second.
Any other discussion or question? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 11.3.
Okay, as presented in the work session, we are required to produce a radon plan with your approval. I have included through the Oregon Health Authority and ODE, based on the OSBA template, the radon plan for Lake County School District 7 for your consideration and approval.
Do you have a motion?
I move that we approve the Lake County School District number 7 radon plan as presented.
Second?
Any further questions or discussion about our radon plan? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Okay, consent agenda. I need a motion to approve without policy KGB.
I move that we approve the consent agenda with policy KGB written. I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Announcements.
Once again, district kickoff breakfast on Monday, August 29th. Time for all of us to come together at the high school cafeteria at 6:30 a.m. And immediately they're following the program with all the staff in District 7. 13.2, the OSBA Fall Regional Meeting. Please get that on your calendars, Tuesday, October 25th, 2016 at Paisley. Jim Green, the OSBA legislative expert, he's usually always there, and he always presents a very, very good informative session as far as what's happening in legislation. I think being an election year in particular, I suspect he's going to have some insights on what the 2017 legislature is going to be facing or having to tackle. So,
Anything for the next meeting?
we'll bring back Fremont Ag Union staff handbook for starters. And also policy KGB.
Do we have another meeting before, we don't have a
I
meeting
think
until after school starts?
The meeting, I believe, is September 8th, is that correct? 12th, okay, thank you.
Didn't we approve Susan's handbook last time?
Student.
Oh, this is
Student.
staff, okay.
Yeah.
And then, if you guys want to have that discussion on listening sessions for
Be a
this
good
next
time to
meeting.
bring
Oh,
that
that'd
to
be,
set those
if
up
you want to discuss, if you want to have them and then set those up.
and our visiting schedule. Are you resolving to do better? as a do it.
We can tackle that as well.
Work session too.
Are all positions filled?
Yes, indeed. We have
Full up.
positions filled, yeah. Yeah.
Good job.
We had the same conversation a
Glad
month
to do.
ago. My story would have been a little scary, but we managed to get it done. So kudos to the high school principals for, the principals for pulling it all together and getting people hired, so.
There was a lot of people in that gym the other night too. We have a lot of athletes out for the fall.
Yeah, I was very pleased.
Great
to turn
numbers.
out that night.
Yeah.
How's the football team? Full?
We're good, we got good numbers, about 46, 45, 46, yeah, something like that. So, good turnout.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
I believe that's it, Madam Chair.
Adjourned.